What's going on, guys? My name is Scott. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about respirators. All right, guys, before we get started, make sure you come over and click subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, even if it's just to say what's up or that I am more handsome than Mike at All About Pressure Washing, and that maybe my beard is more awesome than Cody's at Southeast Soft Wash because I got natural highlights. Either way is fine with me. Just make sure you go to the comments and you let them know, hey, he's more handsome than you and his beard looks cooler. All right, on topic. Let's get serious, you guys. Respirators. Why do you need a respirator? Well, you're spraying a dangerous chemical. Dangerous. So dangerous that in World War I, they were using it to gas people, literally. Sodium hypochlorite is a dangerous chemical, guys. Bleach is a dangerous chemical. So a lot of people won't wear one of these. The reason I'm making this video is because there's a young guy out in Oklahoma who called me the other day, had a couple questions, and at the end of the conversation, he got everything straightened out. He was spraying a roof. I'm like, hey, you do have a respirator on, don't you? He's like, no. I'm like, crap. You know, hey, he didn't know. It happens. It is very important that you wear one of these, especially if you do roof washing. Down here in South Georgia, it gets 6.3 million degrees, and the humidity is the same, and it's hot and miserable. So in the summertime or springtime, when we're out there spraying these roofs, you can actually see it cooking off the roof. It is like pure steam. Okay, that's no bueno. We don't want to be breathing that. So we need to be wearing these things right here. What happens if we don't? Well, maybe right away you won't feel nothing, but over time you can actually develop a pulmonary edema in your lungs with this. It can actually knock you out if it's strong enough on the roof. It can cause lung cancer. Chemical like pneumonia type things. There's some funky things that go on when bleach products are evaporated. It's bad. So let me clarify a couple things. One is not all respirators are the same, okay? And the way you know you got the right one is you look on the side. You see about halfway across it says CL. That is for chlorine. So you know that it is rated for chlorine gas. That is what you need. It's the Pinkins. These are the P100s. You can get them on Amazon. You can pick them up at your local supply store sometimes. Any chemical companies near you, they should have them. Any other respirator is not going to work too good for you unless I'm completely wrong on that and there's another one I don't know about. So make sure you have a respirator. If you're washing roofs, for sure. If you're washing a house, you can kind of get away with it, but it all depends on the strength of the SH that you're using, okay? Because you may go to your local supplier and it's supposed to be 10%, but you picked it up on the day that it was delivered, so it's actually like 12.5 or higher. Same thing with 12.5. You go to pick it up, but it was the day that they delivered, and now you got 14 or higher. Anyway, you can really mess yourself up. So what I do is if I can smell the bleach really, really strong, I put my respirator on. You should wear it all the time. I don't. So what do you do after you wear it? After you wear it, do not do this right here and leave it. Don't throw it in the bed of your truck. Don't throw it in the front of your truck. You put it in a sealed container. I keep mine in a Ziploc bag. I get all the air out, or at least most of the air out. And the reason I do that, guys, is because when it's just left out in the open, it's still working. So it's still working in this bag, but once it does what it's going to do in this bag, it kind of stops. Okay, there's not a whole lot it can do when everything's gone inside this bag. You leave it out in the sunshine or out in the environment like that, it's not going to be very good for you very long. So let's talk about how often you need to change these things. 3M recommends that they have a shelf life or something of like 6 months. Some people say you change them every 2 weeks. Some people say that you need to change them after 8 hours of continuous use. Here's what I do, okay? I change mine once a month unless I get on a job, I put my mask on, and I go to work and it smells like I don't have one on. Okay, if you can taste or like really, really, really smell the chlorine or the bleach smell, you need to change your cartridges. That's what I'm figuring out, okay? Don't wait till you get up on a roof mid-summertime and start spraying and realize, oh crap, I've done that. But thankfully I went right down the ladder, went to my van because I had an extra pack, and I was able to change my cartridges and go back to work, okay? You guys will figure it out if you don't wear one. When you get on the roof and you're doing some work, you'll figure it out. When you get home and your vision's all blurry for like 5 or 6 hours, you'll know that you've come into way too much contact with this stuff. When your lungs are burning and irritating, and you'll know. It's self-correcting. Don't get me wrong. It's self-correcting. So make sure you get a respirator, guys. Get a good one. Spend the money, get a good one. 3M is probably one of the best because the cartridges line up really good. If you try to do different brands on these, it don't work. Make sure it's rated for chlorine. Make sure your cartridges they're usually the pink ones, guys. Make sure they're rated for chlorine gas. Okay? Store them in a container that you can seal up, and you should be good to go. Change them at least once a month, in my recommendation. If I'm wrong, please leave me a comment. Or at least change it when you can smell it like overwhelmingly, like, oh my God. You're going to always smell it a little bit. But like, wow, you know what I mean? You'll know. It'll smell like you don't even have it on at all. So anyway, leave me a comment below, guys. How often do you change yours? And when do you know that it's time to change it? Don't forget to go to my channel art, guys. Check me out on Instagram. Scott Cleans It. We can talk on there. And I've only got 69 followers, and that sucks. Help me out. Appreciate it, guys. God bless.